Afternoon, folks. China is 8% of the world's global economy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. 92% of the world's global economy is not China. They're a bunch of disingenuous, godless, evil crew in communist China. The Communist Party of China is it's worst of Hitler and Stalin put together. It's terrible. When things aren't going good at home, they're sowing discontent and war in the rest of the world. Now, I repeat, communist China is count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8% of the world's global economy. That's it. No more. 92% of our world is not China. See that map up there, map of the world from Australia, Asia, Europe, Africa, South America, North America, the 6 continents of the world. I guess Antarctica, if you want to count that. A lot of penguins there with not many people. 8% of the world's economy. Look at the subcontinent of India. India is now the largest population country in the world. 1.4 billion people. There's about 400 to 500 million people in India becoming under the wonderful Prime Minister Sindhu Modi, BJP. He's done wonders. He's the Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump of India, is making India greater yet. Those 400 or 500 million people in India are young, and they're getting ahead. China's had the sin of abortion. They'd throw in the street pregnant, they'd pull a girl in, find out that she's baby already, they'd force an abortion. Just sinful evil. I don't think any nation, party has ever committed so much evil since the dawn of humanity in the face of the earth as the Communist Party of China. I repeat, I do not think any group, party, dictatorship as the Communist Party of China with a big fat pig, the fat rolls of his eyes, he waddles like a penguin, speaking of penguins, big fat pig. Anyway, they take and China is going to go in a big decline because they're getting very old. I'm in Tracadie County, and you take and the populations gets a little bit younger than what it was before. There's some improvement. As people die off or move away, you get younger people in, and that's helping. You see it in Harvard Bushy. You see it in other communities. But look at Port Hawkesbury. 1/4 of Port Hawkesbury's population within 10 years will be East Indian. And they're wonderful people. They're young, and they're having children. And they're entrepreneurial. They're willing to do something. So communist China is 8% of the world's population. 8% of the world's economy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They take in those 400 or 500 million people going in the middle class in India have more growth in them till all of communist China, which has about 2.5 times that number of people. There's lots of countries in the world young. Egypt, Nigeria, Belgium, Congo, Indonesia. In the case of Nigeria and Indonesia, they have 200 million people. 100 million people range. Turkey, Egypt. You add Tanzania and Kenya, they get you about 100 million people. Belgium, Congo, 100 million people. Brazil, they got a young population. If you look at the economy, you can look at how many people under 25. I don't care if they have resources or climate or if they're abject poverty. Look at none of that. It's all bullshit. All noise. What the stage economy's at, what the natural resources, a lack of natural resources this country has, or what the climate is like. Doesn't matter. If they have a lot of young people, people want to get ahead. That's why demand for coal and oil and natural gas will grow. I repeat, that is why demand for coal and oil and natural gas and food will grow. And there's 500 million people in India moving into the class, has more power in the world. Yeah, I remember Mr. Nan telling me one time, China will win the sprint, but India will win the marathon. And he told me that 15, 17 years ago, and that's truer now than when he told it to me 15 or 17 years ago. India is the growth engine of the world, and whether people like to hear this or not, there'll be nobody serve you at your coffee shops, at Walmart, Dollarama, Giant Tiger, driving trucks, working construction. Thank God we have these people. I say BJP, Sindra Modi, and the wonderful people from East India, nation of India. I can't say enough good about you. You're wonderful people. We wouldn't have a country without you. And with that, I gotta go. And I remind you again for the third time my video, or fourth time, China is 8% of the economy of the world. And they're way overrated. And the sin of abortion is going to come back and bite them in the ass and other parts of the anatomy big time. The sin of abortion, forced abortion, one child, one family, going to come back and bite them in the ass big time. In fact, now they won't let Chinese, used to be send all little girls out of China. They don't do it anymore because they're getting abjectly old. And it's hard to grow an economy when everybody gets old. Old people are important, but you need a lot of young people. And India has a lot of young people. And all these countries, Indonesia, Egypt, Nigeria, Belgium, Congo, Tanzania, Kenya, Brazil, a very young population, and they're all going ahead. And that's why there's demand for agricultural products and coal and oil and natural gas. Yes, coal and oil will remain. There's not a man or woman alive in the face of God's earth now that within 50 or 60 years, their grandkids, when they're 60, 65, won't be using more. There's more oil and coal used all the time in the world. Unless we're all going to move to caves. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless. Bye for now.